What's up guys, Coach Dylan here, and today we're going to be going over the goblet squats. This is a great movement to add variation to your squat routine. Plus it's just a different kind of challenge, right? Instead of holding the weight on our back, we have to use our arms and our lats to engage with the weight here, which adds a different dimension to the movement or a different versatility to the movement. Before we start with the movement, we are going to start with our ankle mobility. So if you do not have good enough range of motion or mobility to keep your chest upright while doing the goblet squats, there's two things you can do, or three things you can do. So one, if you have Olympic weightlifting shoes, put those bad boys on. If you don't have Olympic weightlifting shoes, hopefully your gym has one of these. Are basically just elevated platforms that you could put on your feet to elevate your heels and give you that better range of motion. If your gym doesn't have that, 5-pound plates will work just as fine, okay? Same thing, you would put these down only on your heels, gives them a slight elevation, and helps with your range of motion. Assuming you have your ankle mobility sorted, we'll go into the movement. So the first things first, you can either use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So I'm gonna have the dumbbell directly under me where I'm gonna wanna squat it, right? My feet are gonna be shoulder width apart, slightly turned out, okay? From here, it's almost like a deadlift. I want to make sure I have a proper posture, so I want my pelvis turned in, no butt wink, right? So I don't want my hip to hinge. I want my lats to be engaged and my chest up. We're basically going to clean it up and hold it in the front rack position. For the front rack position, I want my elbows underneath me, my shoulder blades tucked in, my lats engaged, so I can hold the weight here. So basically the entire time, my arms and my back will be holding the weight while I'm focusing on squatting the weight. Okay? Again, you want your feet a little bit turned out just so you have that extra little space. And I'm gonna pull through with my elbows. Deadlift, clean, pull through the elbows. So for me, this is how I like to hold the goblet squat here. I have my hands on top of the top piece of the dumbbell. Try to keep my elbows as high up as I can. The other way you could do it, if you'd like to have better range of motion, you let it sit on your clavicle like this. It's really up to you. This gives you a little bit more break from engaging your lats. But again, we want to go for the challenge. So I'd be holding it like this, just because I want that little extra lat work. So again, pushing my pelvis forward so my torso is flat, chest is up, big breath. You're gonna hold at the bottom for a second, squat, stand up. So remember, what I don't want here is that butt wing. So you'll see right before I go down, I'm gonna push my pelvis through and flatten my torso. So I'm here, instead of this, flat. Now I'm going down with it, clean it up. If you need to double check, flex that butt again so your pelvis is pulled through, chest up,